Good afternoon, everyone. Good to see you. I was finishing up a trade on the break of these three candles right there. I only got 25 bucks. Should have got more, but I was trying to get ready for our live stream. Looks like we could be dropping even lower here. I'm gonna watch it. Let me bring you guys up on my phone so I can see you. See who's here, I should say. And yes, we are going lower, and I am missing this. I'm probably not going to try to get in. I think we're going to probably get down into here somewhere. But we're going to watch it right here. I see we've got some folks in here already. This is the 5-minute chart. This is the last trade I took was on here. That's why I'm on the 5-minute. So the last trade, you can see we climbed. We got right to here, this hammer-like thing, and then we came down and we based, and I took a trade right here. I only got 25 bucks because it just kept waffling. I'm half tempted to try to catch some of this move here, but you can see the premiums are jacked. So I don't know if I'm going to or not. I believe it's going to get down, somewhere near the bottom of this candle because we broke this trend line and we broke the 20. Right here where this pivoted. Okay, it's very possible it could come right to here and then bounce. So I just want to be very, very careful with the premiums as high as they are. So just taking a look. I'm not in anything right now. That's why I asked if we could start a couple of minutes late. I was in a trade. Says there's only one of you in here right now. I don't know who that is, but again, the trade I took was right here, this little base where we went hammer-like thingy down here. Okay, then took this down to the trend line because I didn't know if it was going to break or not. Plus, I had to get ready for the call for the live stream. So I jumped out right here, and it only gave me 25 bucks. I can tell you right now where I would be. Let's see here. Okay, so I was in, let's look here. I think I was in, 28.10s. And I got in at 18.50, and they're currently at 20.50. So I'd be up 100 bucks right now. But that's okay. It doesn't really matter. I don't ever have FOMO about missing anything. Oh, and there we go. See the bounce? See the bounce? I'll bet you it's right about where this wick is. Just above it. So that's what I was afraid of. That's why you don't want to jump into trades late. So everybody who's watching this, I see we've got some more folks joining us now. This is case in point why you don't want to jump into a trade late. So if I go back over here, now it really hasn't hurt it that much. Right there. Actually, I'd be up $150. I said $150 is what I would be up if I was still in. So taking the break of this just to the trend line, I only got 25 bucks. If I was still in down here, I'd be up 150. But that's the way it goes. Okay, so it bounced. Okay, we just had a change of 5-minute candles. It bounced. Now it's trying to make another run. So I'm going to pay attention here. Maybe if we don't bounce here, I might try to ride it down to the 200, but we'll see. We'll see. Let me see what this is. This is 2809.50, so we'd have to get just below this. Let's look at some other time frames while we're thinking about it. I have, just so you know, today I have traded again on the 30, the 15, and the 5, all three time frames. So I've taken trades on all of them. What I just do when I'm scalping is I just keep flipping back and forth between the time frames looking for setups. And then if I find a setup, I take it on that time frame, and that's it. I make my decisions on that time frame. So if we go to the 15-minute, this is the 30. Here's the 15-minute. Okay. Now I'm going to show you how the 5 got me in just a little bit quicker, even though I didn't ride it all the way down. So now I go back over to the 5. Okay. No, it didn't. I take that back. It did not get me in quicker. I thought it got me in a little bit quicker, but it didn't. All right, we're getting a little bit of a bounce right here again. Let me zoom this in for everyone. Okay, you see where we caught a little bit of a bounce again. Just very, very nervous. Right here might have been an okay place to get in and ride it down to here. Okay, let's see. It's making another attempt at getting through here. Again, what this is it's trying to get through this pivot right here. Okay, that's why it keeps kind of bouncing and waffling right here. It's because of this pivot. See the bounce? Now it may go through, but you guys are watching this in real time, and this is exactly why I was nervous. See these bounces? This is about the 3rd time that this candle has bounced. I feel like I have to sneeze. If I do sneeze, I apologize ahead of time. My nose feels like I gotta sneeze. Hey, Nail, good to have you, buddy. Back from the black hole, or are you in the black hole? Yeah, I'm so glad I didn't get in. Because even if this turns around and comes back now, it devastates your premium on that particular play. Look at that. It's all you've got to do. So anybody who's watching, you see me in the free room. I'm always telling those guys, and I'm telling you the same thing. Learn candlestick basics. Learn structure. Okay? At the most fundamental, basic level, those things will help you as much as anything, right? How did I know that it was likely to bounce here? Right here, okay? This pivot back down, right there. Look where it bounced. Okay, that's why I was nervous to get into the trade. You can look at this candle and you can look at this 200 and say it's likely to get down here. And it still is. It's still likely to get down here. But if I would still be in the trade from up there, I still would have exited as this started to bounce. I still would have, right? I was up, I would have been up about 150 bucks. I guarantee you, as this started to bounce, that would have went down to probably about 100, just like that. And I would have been lucky to get out with 100 or 75. And again, the break of these 3 candles just to this line, I got 25 bucks. I was trying to hurry so I could get ready for the live stream. But if you guys would learn and understand basics like candlesticks, candle patterns, candle movement, and structure, that alone will help you. My little 6-year-old's outside playing, and I heard something up against the house, and I was like, what is that? And I looked, it was him. That alone will help you guys. Because then you'll see things like this. And I hope when we do these live streams, one of the things I want you guys to learn, when I said I'm nervous getting in here now because the move has already taken place, the premium starts to go up, right? So I'm not going to get as good an entry. Then when it comes down and bounces like this, let's see here. Okay, it went from 21.50, it's down to 20.50, so it's already lost a full dollar. It's already lost a full dollar from where it was when it was down here. And I'll bet you it's going to keep losing. Okay, yep. Now it's lost $1.25 because right here is where you would be able to exit for sure. When I say for sure, I always try to get the mid. Okay, so like I'm just going to click on this. I'm not getting ready to enter a trade. All right, here's the mid. It'll tell you right down here. The mid is 21, between 21.25 and 20. Now the mid is 20.25. Okay, between 20.75 and 20.25. It'll show you what the mid is. Typically, this is just my experience, and I'm talking about Tastyworks. If this, okay, if this is 50 cents higher than the mid, I almost always get filled on the mid. I don't have to buy down here. I don't have to buy, sell down here. It works 90% of the time. Now, if the spread is really, really tight, okay, I may put it in at the mid and I might not get filled and I might have to drop down, which is fine if you're in profit. Okay, I want you to see how fast this is dropping. Look, it's already down to 19.50, 19.25 from 21.50, so it's down $2 already. $2. So again, that's how quickly options go against you. Now we're going to see, is it going to come back to the 20 and then turn around and try to go lower? All right, let's look at our time over here. This is a 5-minute chart. We won't have a new candle for 2 more minutes. Okay, we won't have a new candle for 2 more minutes. But we got this, okay, nice hammer after a strong move down. Okay, would this have been a potential scalp? Maybe, but you got the 20 right here. Okay, and what I'm looking for now that we've broke the trend line, there's a couple of scenarios. Are we going to come back here and go lower? Or are we going to come all the way back up to the trend line and retest? That happens a lot, right? You break through. So let's go to, might be able to see it easier on the 15-minute. Hey, Riz, good to see you, bud. Probably going to see it better here on the 15-minute. Okay, so right here, ever since 10 o'clock in the morning, see this trend line? And look how sharp that's going up. Now, that's not sustainable, right? So we would expect to see at least some sort of pullback. All right, this being the entire move up from here to here. And I'm just going to eyeball it, 28.32 to 28.60. That's 40. That's $72, $73 from here to here. Okay, that's getting back into the type of movement we were seeing during the market correction down, right? Okay, so does this look like a 45-degree angle? No, right? So this is more like probably 75, 80-degree angle that we're moving up. Okay, this is not sustainable. So I draw that trend line, and then you're looking to see if you get a break. We got a break. It came down to here on a 5-minute. Okay, we know that this is a pivot, right? Okay, this is a pivot right here. That's why it bounced. So now what we're trying to pay attention to is, does it come back up, maybe to here or to the trend line and then start to go lower? So if we know this whole move is $72, $73, so that's 36, say 36.50 would be 27.95.75. 27.95.75. All right, so the 50% retracement, 27.95.75. It's going to be right there. So if it retraces this move, okay, let me just draw it in. I'll change it to a different color. Give me 1 second. Just so we know what it is, right? Okay, that is 50% of this entire move up. So if we start seeing some downward action, we would think that it would at least get down here. right? Okay, especially after breaking this strong trend line to the upside. Now, if for some reason this thing reverses and can take this out, that's unbelievable strength. And we would probably, at that point, we'd be above, because the 200 is going to keep going like this. Okay, so if we get up here and we take this out, we're probably going up to at least here, because we've already been up to sort of test this area. What did we get to? 33 something. 28.33. Remember earlier I said if we broke 28, 25, 50, I thought we could get to 28.36 to 28.39, which is right here. And I knew that it would also be the 200 coming in there. We didn't quite get there. We got to within $3 of it, and then that's when it started to sell off. Okay, but again, I'm just trying to teach you guys how to look at these things to know what's going on, right? This just isn't sustainable. Okay, so then you wait for a break. We got it. Now we're waiting to see, even though this is a hammer, we're waiting to see, is it just going to come up a little bit and then start back down? Right? Or is it going to come back and it has to get all the way up here and break this? Now, if it got up to here, okay, if it came up to here and then started back down, what would we have? Have a double top, right? Then we'd have this, and this would be your V. And then if you broke this, okay, it would be highly likely that you'd probably come back and test this. Maybe not today, right? Could be tomorrow or something. But those are the kind of scenarios you want to look for. Hey, Nail. So, Nail, you must be in the black hole if you're losing signal and then coming back. Hey, Stacy, good to see you. Good to see you. Got a good group here. All right, now so far, right? So far, we're not making much headway to the upside. Let's go back to the 5 minute. Okay, so on the 5 minute, it almost looks like all we're doing is testing the 20. Here we go again. I'm wondering if when I'm on the live stream, that messes with my Thinkorswim. My Thinkorswim has been fine today, knock on wood. And now it's getting a little bit glitchy. Okay, but here we are in the 5 minute. Now it's almost looking like, see, this is just like structure. And we're testing the 20, and now are we going to come back down through again? So let me get a closer look for you guys. All right, so we came to the bottom of this candle here. You see this? Came to the bottom of this. I'd be half tempted to possibly try to go short if it took that out. We'll see what happens here. So you guys are watching this with me, and I'm just trying to talk you through what I see. I have not taken a break today either, which is not a good idea. Not a good idea. Normally I take at least an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours during the middle of the day. Okay, I'm gonna watch it here. So what we're looking for here, right, is it gonna take the top of this out and come back up here and try to retest? Okay, and this is the 20, and the 20 is confluent here. I'm not as interested in a long right now because of this. Okay, because of this. So even if it pops, it'll pop a couple of bucks and it's right into potential resistance. Because right now, what did we do? We put in a lower low. Here was our low. Okay, if you just draw it straight across there, again, we're talking about structure now. Here was our low, and we put in a lower low. Now we're going to see, okay, where does our high come in? Because this is what it has to take out to make a higher high. That would be strength. That's why I was saying this would show incredible strength if we were able to get back up here. Okay, even though we broke the trend line, if it for some reason made a lower low and then made a higher high, that's showing incredible strength by the bulls. that would show that the bulls are really got something in mind. And what I mean by that is big money is the only reason it would keep pushing after a move like we've had. You know, they might have a target that they're trying to get to, so they can unload, you know, shares. That's how the market moves, right? They have areas they're trying to push the market to so they can unload, or areas they want it to drop to so they can buy back. Okay, it's poking its head above. Okay, then we would look at this and this as potential resistance. And we also, this is on the 5 minute, by the way, we also have this basing area right here. Okay, drop, base, drop. See how they're on all time frames, they just happen in smaller periods of time, right? Here's your drop, base, drop, but just on a 5 minute chart. Okay, right now, if you drew that right across there, look where it stopped. Okay, that's where we got a bounce so far. We'll watch here, let's see, a few minutes on this candle. See, it's starting to go down. I just want to draw this across here so you can see. See that? So there's your basing area. And right when that wick got into it, that's when it dropped. I'm not going to leave it on the screen. I'm just trying to show you. So if you're somebody who likes to scalp, who has any inclination of being a professional day trader / scalper at some point, you got to be able to see this stuff in real time. Okay, quickly. Especially the lower the time frame you're on, you got to see it quickly. That's why I prefer trading on a 30 minute, because you don't have to see things as quickly, right? Everything's more clear and fluid. Okay, what I'm watching for right now, we've got a little over a minute on this candle. Okay, we'll see. Does it end up taking the bottom of this candle out? And if so, then we would think, right, that might start another leg down. And what is a leg? That's one leg. If this ends up being the high, that's two legs. And then if you take this out and start moving lower, okay, that would be the third leg. And then that's when you get your lower low, lower high, potentially lower low. And that tells us for sure that we're starting to trend to the downside. Like over here, like when I was talking earlier today, I think I typed it in the room about the beautiful structure that we were having, and it makes it easy to trade. You know, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Okay, and you can come all the way back down here. Okay, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, all the way down to here, higher low. Actually, I take that back. That was the lower low right there. Because now I don't normally count this, by the way. You guys know how I do it. Okay, I don't normally. For me, this is one leg. Okay, because we never had two red candles. See that? I don't typically, unless it's like a chaotic candle or a big candle, like say it was just this and then we started back up, I would count it. So to me, this is really one leg, two legs, three legs. And then I would count this one because that's a bigger candle. 4, okay, and then you start moving back up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, it would be up here, 9. Okay, from here up, 9. So doesn't it make sense, right, that we started to go down? 5 to 7 is normal, and then once you start getting around that 8 to 9 legs or more, okay, you need to be weary that something may change. Okay, we've got no drop yet. We've got no drop yet. We're still watching. I was hoping this was going to end sort of like a hammer, but it didn't. So we may come up here and test this. We may come up here and test this. I do not like any plays to the long side right now because of that. Okay? Because we had this, because we have this, because we have this. So, at any time, plus we have this level right here. Okay? Anywhere in here, which is confluent with this and this, anywhere in there, it could turn around and start heading back down. So I don't want to jump into anything long, and I may miss something, right? It's very possible. What happens if all of a sudden price spikes up here? I miss it, right? Because I'm just playing the probabilities. The probabilities are it's not going to get through here easily. And if it does, okay, I missed it. All right, I'm trying to think what I want to do here. I'm going to set my alert right here because I'm not really interested in plays to the upside. So I'm going to set an alert right there. And if it comes down through here and takes that out, we'll come back and look at it. Okay. Let me get over to the chat. Let me go back through and find our list from today. We'll go through a few of the names. I just got to get back to it. Give me a second. There it is. All right. And I will switch to the daily. And let's look at a few of these. So first one on the list was Beyond. And guys, by all means, if you guys are taking trades in, let me know. Type them in the chat in the room so I know who's taking what. Okay, so nothing to do on Beyond. We had a big outside candle, so it kind of made sense unless there was some strong move one way or the other that nothing was going to happen there. Netflix. Notice how many outside candles we had on our watch list? That was because of the price action yesterday. Okay, Netflix. We did take the top of it out here. Okay, so trigger was at 447. It went up to 452.38, so that's over $5. Okay, that's Netflix. That's over $5 to the upside. Okay, SFIX. It had to have been sort of like a squeeze the other day. I'll show you. Like here, and then yesterday it basically covered that whole range, and then today it's almost covered the whole range, but there's nothing to do. We've not had a trigger. But from right here, okay, 1, 2, 3, it went as high as 1987 from 1729. Okay, so on this sort of a stock, and if I remember right, it's still not through the gap. No, it's still not through the gap. Okay, we were watching that way over here. That's why we have this wedge drawn on there. We were hoping that when it popped up here that it was going to squeeze, because there's a lot of short interest on this stock. We thought it might squeeze and pop up there. Sometimes you catch them, sometimes you don't. TNK. TNK. All right, we did get a trigger, but let's see if it gave us anything. 16, let's just say 1650, and the low of day has been 16, so 50 cents. 50 cents. These are daily candles. Okay, that's about 80 to 4. That's only $1 something there. Let's see what yesterday was. Yesterday was $1, about $1.30. Okay, so 50-cent move. 50-cent move on TNK might give you something. I don't trade it all that much, so I don't know that I've ever traded it. Let me put it that way. WMT. The reason I added it is because it's a tanker company, and with all this oil stuff, it's smart to watch at least one or two tanker companies. All right, so we would have had a trigger right here at 123.05. It went as low as 121.30. So that's over a $1.50 move, like what, $1.60? Okay, that way. Then it came back. But there wouldn't have been any play on the way back because you'd have to get clear up here. Here's where it opened. Our trigger would have been here. You would have got about a $1.60 move to the downside. That's good on Walmart. And then it reversed and it's back up here, but up here's where it opened. So you wouldn't have had the double play. You wouldn't have had the double play. Zoom. Let's look at Zoom. All right, nothing. Okay, looks like we might go inside today. We went outside yesterday. We might go inside today. So it'll probably be on our list for tomorrow. Okay, hammer. We had shop for a hammer. And nothing. It looks like we're gonna go inside unless something changes in the next hour and a half. No trigger. Last night when I was doing the list, you see the list is fairly small compared to what it looks like most days. And that's because we had the violent price action. Whenever you have a lot of violent price action, sometimes you'll have less and less signals. Okay, so that's just something to keep in mind. And when you get big candles the next day or two, sometimes it's likely that you're going to go inside, which will set up something for, a couple days down the road. All right, what was the next one? I'm sorry. J&J. All right, J&J. Looks like we had a trigger at 146, and it went as low as 144.26. So that's not quite $1.80. It's like $1.74. All right, that's a decent move on J&J, right? Here's your daily candles, and you can see this is actually one of the bigger ones, right? Okay. If we look back through here, you see these are the more normal size ones. Okay, so this is probably the biggest one, and this is a bigger candle. So from here down, getting $1.70, $1.60, whatever you could pull out of that, that'd be a good move on J&J. And okay, then our small account growth names, we had AMI, and on this, we need to go to the 30 minute. Oh, we got our trigger. Hang on, let's go back to the market. We can always come back, and let me get over to our 5 minute. Oh my gosh, it triggered so fast. Look at that. Look how fast it's dropped. Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. We might get some continuation. Let's see. What's the low here? 28.15. Let's see if it makes sense. Oh my, it's dropping so fast. It's already dropped $1.25 just since I came over here. Yeah. See, that's the thing about trying to scalp. If you are not watching like right when it's about to happen, you're going to miss it. And again, I'm not going to jump in now, right? Because look how much of the moves already happened. And if we get down into this wick, which we also know is part of this pivot, this structure right here, it's very, very possible that it could bounce again. So I missed it. That's all right. You're going to miss them, right? Today, I told you guys in the room, I typed it in. There have been so many moves that they happen like this, and what happens, let me show you. So I got to clear this out. So let's just say you're trying to enter right here. It was $17. Okay. Now it's $17.25. Okay, it's $17. And it's right at the level that breaks that you want to get in. See, it's already $17.50. I'm keeping my cursor right there. I hit the order. I got to do this. Then I have to hit review. Then I have to hit send. Okay? I don't have any hotkeys set up on here. By the time I do that, and that's all the longer it takes, there have been probably 5 moves today. Let me clear this out so I don't accidentally enter something I don't want. There have been about 5 moves today that, in just that amount of time, watch this. Click, review and send, send. That fast that by the time I do it, and I'm trying to buy, okay, I'm trying to buy at the, let me go back here. I want to clear this out. I don't want to accidentally enter something here. I'm trying to buy at the very top, right? I'm not trying to buy at the mid or anything. And by the time I do it that fast, the premium will be like $1 higher already. Okay? And then I have to adjust. And if I try to get back in, it might be even higher. And at that point, there's no sense chasing, right? Because you would have made that money if you would have got filled. But there's no sense in chasing it. Okay, so let's go back over here. I'm going to set another alert down here. Because if it gets down there and breaks down through there, then I might try to take it for a scalp. But I'm not going to chase it where it's at right now. It just doesn't make any sense. Because it could get down into this wick anywhere. It's in this wick now. And you see it's already bounced a little bit. Anywhere in this wick, or if I extended that trend line across, it could bounce there. But if it breaks it, then we're likely to probably get down here to around the 200. If it breaks it. I'd be worried about trying to go lower because look at this. Look at that. Explosion right there. Okay, let's go back and take a look at those names I was talking about. AIM. AIM. And nothing. Okay, we didn't break the pre-market high. So we open, we started up, and then it flushed down. Okay, so we didn't get any pop there. And let's look at ALT. Okay, ALT we did. Okay, let's look. Trigger would have been at 510, and it went to 574. 64-cent pop right there. Okay, I didn't even know that. When I'm scalping, I'm so concentrated on what I'm doing. I didn't even realize this. So we got a 64-cent pop right here on ALT. This was one of our 2 small account growth names. There hasn't been a lot of great ones the last few days. I didn't even like anything yesterday, so I didn't put anything yesterday. These 2 looked promising to me. We got 1 out of the 2. So, okay, 64-cent pop. That's not bad at all. And like normal, then they come back and they typically either sell off or they come back and then they just do nothing like this one did. All right, let's go back over and see if there's any change. I'm on the 30-minute right now. Let's see what it looks like on the 30-minute. This is ES. Okay. So 30-minute, look at this. We came, we put this like hammer. You know, that's almost a hammer. I'd like the wick to be a little bit longer, but we've got no follow through to the upside. This is on the 30-minute. Okay, all the action has been down. So if we take this out down here, where I have my alert set, 2809.50, if we take that out, I am kind of interested in going short. So I'm kind of watching it now. It's coming back that way. Still got a couple of dollars to go. But that shows strength by the sellers, right? Wow, it's moving fast. I better be ready. Huh. Look how fast these are changing. My goodness, that thing went from 17 to 19. Okay, there's the alert. There is the alert. I don't even know if I'll be able to get in or not. Okay, I'm in. I immediately set up to close. Okay, come over here. Okay, I am down. I filled at 18. So I just got to remember that. I filled at 18. Now I need to see a drop. Now I need to see a drop. Okay, and I'm not looking for a mint. And obviously right now it was sort of bouncing a little bit. Okay, are we coming down? What did I say? I filled at 18, is that right? Yes, filled at 18. So I'll probably need at least a $2 or $3 move here. Come on down. So you guys are watching this with me in real time. It's pretty volatile right now. Since I entered on the 30-minute, I stay with the 30-minute. I need some follow through here. Need to get some follow through. Right now, okay, I was going to say 29.08 seemed to be the sticking point. Okay, now that we broke 29.08, let's see if it starts to fall. Come on down. I know I need at least $2 or $3 for it to give me any kind of gain. Come on down, come on down. For a brief second, I was in the profit there. Come on, come on. Let's go. Let's see here. The bottom of this be 29. All right. Oh, come on. Not getting any follow through right now. Let's see here. We're about to hit 245. Nail, I'm counting on your 245 algo to come in and knock this thing down. If not, I'm going to have to get out. So we're still struggling right here. Still struggling right here. Come on, push. Push down. Trying to wait till it flips to 245 and see if we get any kind of a push. Okay, it just flipped to 245. Come on. Let's get some downside here, guys. Let's get some downside. Come on, keep pushing. Keep pushing. Struggling. Come on. It looks weak, but we've got to see it follow through. We have to see it follow through. You guys are watching this real time. Come on, make a push. Make a push. We know we got to get below 29.08. That was the sticking point before. It is struggling big time. I can't hang on to this much longer. If I don't start seeing a push to the downside, I'm going to have to get out. I mean, it feels heavy. You guys are watching it too. But we know, right? We know this is a level, a pivot. Okay, we know that's a pivot. And then this wick. I feel like it feels like we're so close. It feels like it just wants to break down, right? Like maybe to the bottom of this, or even down to the 20. Come on. It gets so close. It gets down to around 20, near 2908, and then it seems to get some support there. Well, push lower, push lower, push lower. Let's go. Come on. Come on. 2908, 2907.75. Come on, I know you can do it. Come on, push. Push. Every time it gets to 2908. Come on, break down. Break down. Come on, break down. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Still hovering. See how nerve-wracking this is. I had to get out. Had no choice. I can always re-enter if it gets down here and breaks, but I had to get out. I can't risk that turning around and going against me big time. So, well, we tried, right? We tried. All that we were ever in the money was $12.50, and that was for like a brief second. So it just didn't go our way. Now it might. Watch this. It probably will. Still struggling with 2808. But you've seen it went from 2808 clear up to 2811.75 like that. I had to get out. I couldn't risk it going way up. You got to protect. You got to be careful. So what I really want to do is I want to switch to a different time frame. Since I entered on the 30, I stay with it until I'm out of the trade. Okay, here's the 5 minute. See what's happening on the 5 minute here. It's losing momentum. Oh, this is ridiculous. My thinkorswim is getting really, really slow on me here. Oh, now it's trying to break down. Here we go. I don't know if I should jump in and try it now. Nope, now it's bouncing. See, now Now it's got to break here, and then I only have this little bit right here. Okay, see it bouncing? So we tried, we couldn't get anything. That's just how it goes, right? That's just how it goes. So we'll be jumping off here in just a second. If anybody has any questions about anything, let me know. Oh, I wanted to point this out. Look where it bounced. Okay, what did we talk about? That's why I said up here, I wasn't interested in going long because of this and this and this. Look where it bounced. Bounced right there on our resistance level at 28, 23, 25 and came back down. And it took, remember we had that alert set right there. If we would have been ready, that was the play, right? That was the play down into this wick. I probably would have looked to get out somewhere around right there, but we were looking at other things. That's why it's really tough to try to trade and talk to you guys at the same time. It's just really difficult to do that. When I'm trading, right, I'm marking this stuff out and I'm watching, and right, when it bounces here and it gets down to like the top of the 20, I go and I get my order set up and I'm ready when it hits my trigger point, and then I'm trying to get in right there. And if we would have caught this, I would have probably taken it down till right about there. As soon as we started getting in the wick, I would have got out. I wouldn't have caught all of that because I try to be conservative. Wow, look at the bounce. It is so good that I got out. Look at that bounce. That's crazy. That's why you don't want to wait. I waited longer than I wanted to because it did feel heavy. It did feel heavy right through here. We got below here, right? But we couldn't get through that, what was it, 2808 area. Let's look and see. Okay. So if we go, let's go to a 15-minute. I'll bet you we're going to find something here. Yep, okay. Look right here. Rally, base, rally. It's only one candle. See it? Let me get in closer. Okay. Rally, base, rally. And right through here, if I drew another line, let me make it right. Okay. That was the top of the pivot. This was down near the bottom, but that's your resting candle. And look where we caught the bounce. Right there. Okay. Now that's not, I wasn't going through looking at everything. Again, when I'm just trading, when I'm simply just trading myself, I'm constantly flipping. I'll go 30-minute. Okay, I'll see what we're doing on the 30. All right, get a little closer for you. Okay, I'll see what we're doing here. All right, so like, again, on the way back down, look at this area. Rally, base, rally. Okay, this area right through here. And look, it's almost completely confluent with the 50% retracement. That's what this blue line is. Remember I drew it in for everybody? Okay, if you draw that right across, look at that. It's right here where this rally, base, rally was. Okay, so if we do get some turnaround back down to the downside, I would look for a bounce somewhere in there. I wouldn't want to take any trade that would require me to go through that. Can you? Anything is possible. But what is the probability? The probability, just as we've seen there, the probabilities are when you get to these areas, you're going to see bounces. Okay? So if I was trading, I'd look at the 30, then I'd go to the 15. Get closer. Okay, then I'd go to the 15, and on the 15, I'd see that right there. And I already had seen this on the 5. That's why we had that drawn in, and you can see it's right where it bounced. Okay, and then the next time it comes down in, and then comes over and bounces. Okay, then I would go to the 5. Okay, and I'd see what I have on the 5. Now on the 5, you can see right in through here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candle base on a rally, base, rally. And you see how strong it left the level? Okay, even though this is a 5-minute, supply and demand works on any time frame, just like support and resistance, just like structure. Okay, that's a 5-candle base right here. Okay, here's our rally, and it came in strong and it left strong. That's what you like. The only thing that's better than something like this is when you have like a drop base rally or a rally base drop. Those are the only things that are stronger than this. But this is what you like to see if you're identifying supply and demand. Okay, this is on the 5-minute. So this is demand on the 5-minute. I'll draw it in for you. You can kind of see it already, but I'll make it even clearer. All right, so it would be from the top of this candle right here to the bottom right there. Bottom of that wick, if I can get it. There you go. So that's a 5-minute demand zone. So if you're trading a 5-minute chart, look at this. First time, bounced away. Second time, got in a little bit further and bounced away. Now the next time it tests it, okay, on a 5-minute chart, your supply and demand aren't going to be as strong as if it was, say, on a 30-minute or an hourly or a 4-hour. Okay, those kind of zones are going to be a lot stronger. But if you're trading on a 5-minute, it pays to know where these are. And again, just start looking for the biggest candles you see on the screen. All right, so if I'm looking, right, if I'm looking at this and now the zone is in, but if I didn't have the zone on there, I'm going to start looking at candles like this, candles like these, right? Okay, look, right here. You see that? There's another one. This is a 5-minute, and it was a 1 candle. I'll draw it in. It was a 1 candle. See that? Came in strong, left strong. 1 candle, 5-minute demand zone. We went up, boom, bounced. Okay, went up. This is where we formed this zone right here. Okay, same thing. Now this is 5 candles. This is 5 candles. So it's been tested twice and it's held both times. Now if it comes back down through again, I don't know, right? Because it's not going to be as strong as the larger time frames. But this is how you identify them. Just start by looking for the biggest candles that you can find on your screen. Okay, for me, I'm looking at this, and I'm looking at this, and then I start to see, okay, is there anything? Is there any pattern there? Yep, rally, base, rally, strong in, strong out. Over here, rally, base, rally, strong in, strong out. Okay. All right, guys, we've been on here about an hour. We're heading into power hour. So good luck to everybody. I hope if you're taking any more trades the rest of the day, they're good ones. Make good, smart decisions. And if you need anything, just let me know. I'll be available until the market closes, and then I'll take a break. I haven't taken my walk yet today, so I'll have to go get some exercise and eat dinner, and then I'll check back in with you guys later this evening. Have a good one. Bye-bye.